My name's Tyrone.
I'm Uniqua.
I'm Tasha.
My name's Ross.
And we're
Two backyard friends, the backyard again. Your backyard friends, the backyard.
First and foremost, if I'm eating on the podcast, fuck y'all. I don't care. I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Welcome back to the Backyard Against podcast. I'm Jaden, the host. Got the other one.
EJ. Oh, hey, EJ on the building. You feel me?
Yes, sir. We got a special guest today. Go ahead, shout yourself out.
It's Don the PG. Check me out on the IG. I'm in the backyard with the backyard against.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about
Get
it.
it.
All right, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Last podcast we did, the first episode, bro, we got a lot of love and engagement, and I appreciate y'all. Before we get into anything, make sure y'all go follow our TikTok, follow our YouTube channel. It's all gonna be right here. Follow our social medias as well.
I mean, I love the support. Feedback is crazy. I need y'all to go comment under the video, like, subscribe, hit the noti button on the YouTube channel for sure. Please show us love on that way. DM us personally on our IGs. I would love to get the interaction on the comments on our YouTube video for sure. TikTok too. Show love on TikTok, man.
TikTok
Reshare that.
crazy.
Yeah, TikTok is
TikTok
going
go
crazy.
crazy.
I appreciate the love. Y'all blew our short up on TikTok. It's blowing crazy. It's going nuts. We love that.
Hey, show the love for real. We're really in the backyard. It's not warm.
It's
We
going
got the
to fuck.
fire going. It's not a special effect. It's all real.
Yeah, the topic is men's mental. How you grew up, how you learned from growing up, how you put that in perspective as a man, having family or having those type of things in your life. It's all about that. So we're gonna talk about that. We got some very intelligent men here who've been through a lot, who've seen a lot, who did a lot. We very smart out here. Great. We was raised by great people, for sure, by a great community. And so we would love to share some of this experience with y'all. First thing first, we're going to talk about the difference between a boy, a young man, and a man. A boy meaning a child under 12 and under. A young man but in their teenage years from 13 to 19. And then an adult from, I'm going to say 20 to up. Old folks, you know. We're going to start off with that. I got a couple questions for my boys, my homies, my niggas. You feel me? Blood. I ain't going to bring nobody on the podcast that I don't really fuck with. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm lying. I need authentic people. I need people who are going to be real to us and real to themselves for sure. Mainly real to themselves.
Facts.
Because I don't want you to be fugazi on here. I need you to be honest, nigga, for sure.
Ain't no prepping for this. I'm telling you.
No prepping at all. We ain't
I
breaking
just
down.
woke up and came out here.
Pretty much.
So I'm gonna ask both of them the question. I'm gonna answer the question too, but I want to hear them first because I got the question, and then Jay might have a couple questions behind it to reiterate the topic. So the first question is, what y'all think the difference between a boy, a young man, and a man? What y'all think responsibilities do they have?
Yes. You wanna go first?
You know, I'll go ahead and take it on. Let's go. Shit, doing boy shit. You know, not playing with no dolls, you know what I'm saying? Care of them chores, getting outside, getting active, you know, get your little video game time in, and, you know, just being a kid, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, doing what kids do, not making no adult choices for sure. Gotta chill on that. That's too much of that's going on, I feel like, for real. That's you know, that's my take on being a boy.
I feel like boys in general, I feel like they should be outside, you know, being active, but I also think they shouldn't have too much responsibility right now. They're in their learning stages. So learning how to become that adult or that young man, that adult to that adult man. Learning the core values of life at that point.
I feel like a boy is doing the rough stuff, like making no mistakes, like busting your knee, getting the scrapes, getting the bruises, getting your ass whooped for shit that you didn't know was a right or wrong thing. You learning that type of way. I feel like that's what a boy is. For me, I feel like they not getting the responsibility, but they starting to understand what responsibility is. I want them to grasp it and be you for sure. Figure out yourself as that, like to learn what you like and don't like. You might like riding bikes, but some motherfuckers don't at boys' age. You might like playing basketball at a boy age, and you feel like you cool on that. You might like drawing. Just like those things in that form, I feel like a boy is. What you feel like a young man is. That's
Young
that.
man, you stepping up now. You stepping up. You know what I'm saying? You might start liking girls here and there. You know, things looking different.
Yeah.
You know, your body changing. You got to be more aware. You got to be more ready. I feel like they got to start being ready to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? You ain't necessarily got to be physical, you know what I'm saying, outside active. If that ain't you, it ain't for everybody. But, you know what I'm saying, a young man got to be strong about who he is, I feel like. So if you ain't got to be outside active, you know what I'm saying, but a little workout, you can't just be on YouTube all day.
Yeah,
You can't just have a game controller in your hand all day. That ain't really, you know what I'm saying, anybody could do that. But you got to start accepting the role as a young man and start preparing for this manhood because it's real out here.
That
And
right there.
it's getting serious for real, too.
That right there, preparing for manhood. That young man stage for sure. I believe that strongly.
I like that. But I also think that being a young man is also learning, like making mistakes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna make mistakes regardless, no matter what stage you are in life. But making mistakes, and taking responsibility for it is what I think that like a young man owning up to something, like you sneaking out, you get caught, and everything be like, yeah, okay, I did that, or just do stuff like that, or you end up. I hope this don't happen to none of y'all, but you end up in jail for some stupid reason, right? And you gotta call your mom or something. You gotta own up to that. So yeah, being able to make mistakes, but also take responsibility and take accountability for it is what I think in young men.
Yeah, they got to start growing with that, start building that integrity, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And even start being aware of what type of young man you're going to be. You're going to be a follower or a leader.
Yep.
You really got to know that, too, because we out here making foolish mistakes and, following the crowd. Can't really be that person. I ain't really being no man at all. You being a sheep.
Right.
Really want to be a young man, you got to use your mental and start making your own choices. You know what I'm saying? Be sure about what you do, because it's going to be a lot of curiosity as you go through that, but you definitely want to be more of who you are, not what somebody else trying to make you out to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, not to cut you off, I know you next. Go ahead.
For sure. No. This what I want. I want that. I want that authentic. I want that authentic shit in here for sure. I can't say that shit for shit. Hey, keep this on there. Hey, keep all that shit in here, bro, because I stutter a lot, real shit, and I be having a lot of shit to say, and I'll be mixing all that shit together.
Episode 100, I think you will be off that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Episode 2000, shit. It's gonna take a minute. I'm 31. I'm still in this bitch stutter.
Yeah.
But what they said is 100% right. I feel like young men definitely, because the women, the young girls, because you going into to middle school and you get to see different kind of
walks of life,
man,
period.
just different races. So you start to understand other humans, and then you try to figure out yourself in that era. Try to learn and grow by watching other humans and seeing what they do. So, like he said, don't try to be a follower, but at the same time, a good leader know how to follow too. So understand that as well. I feel like don't allow that peer pressure or the motherfuckers who saying, hey, I learned this at this because my parents did that and your parents ain't showed you that. So don't follow that shit at all. You try to find your own lane as a young man. And that's the ages between 13 and 19. So you got a lot of growing from 13 because the 13-year-old and a 19-year-old Eric was totally different for sure. The 13-year-old Eric was shooting dice in school and doing wild ass shit and chasing bitches and doing all that wild shit. The 19-year-old Eric was trying to figure out what the fuck he gonna do with his life. Past it, like he graduated. I broke my leg, couldn't play football no more. I moved to somewhere foreign, did some wild shit at 19. I learned from those mistakes. But the 13-year-old, I would tell my 19-year-old to my 13-year-old, just be patient. And that's what I feel like the young man need to be, is more patient. Don't rush it. Don't rush to be a grown person.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't rush.
It's
Don't
gonna
rush.
come. Your time gonna come.
It's gonna come
Them
for
bills
sure.
is waiting on you. Don't worry.
For sure. So we gonna try to see what the man wrote. Oh, hold on.
And a lot of people our age and like older, they say to stay a kid. Like, and they really mean that, and that we not trying to like get on nobody's heads or nothing like that. But like, really, if you a kid, bro, stay a kid. Please don't rush to get older. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead, bro.
No, for real.
That's real shit.
No, hey, this adult life is what we about to talk about now. Adult life is real, bro. Now, the man side, what y'all think? The man side. I want to talk more like mental. I want to talk about more like the man side of what y'all do on an everyday basis. What's on y'all mind? What's heavy? What's not heavy? What you worried about? What you not worried about? What you prioritizing? What you like? It is what it is type deal. I need that from y'all. Like, I want to know what is a man for y'all.
Comes to being a man, gotta know. You have to know. Not a man if you can't provide, whether it's for your family or yourself. You have to be able to provide. Back in the days, a long time ago, the man had to leave the house to go hunt. It wasn't even sure if he was coming back. Family wasn't gonna eat. Today, I'm supposed to turn 21 and just feel like they a man. No, you're not. What are you doing? Who are you feeding? How are you eating? Who are you relying on? Who are you depending on? You gotta separate this from that, because you have to be a man to be able to sit at the table, bring your people together. However, whoever at the table, the man provides the food. Or if you got a group of people, a collective of strong men, y'all all doing it together. Everybody eat. The village eat because of the man. So you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, what you going to do with your life, you got to figure that out. Otherwise, you're going to be out here trying to battle with the robots right now, the way it's looking.
No, for real.
And shit, McDonald's and all that shit, they ain't nobody really be behind them registers no more like it was.
Nah.
They cutting that
That's
out.
real shit.
And it's gonna be worse soon, for real, for real. So I feel like you need to understand what you're gonna do with your life and start chasing that. And if that don't work out, you need to have a backup plan. Even if you don't want the backup plan, you better have a backup plan. So you know what I'm saying? When you 19 or whatever, growing into being a man, gotta get on your shit. Just start doing what you want to do and not what's popular,
Yeah.
what's the new trend. Everybody cannot fucking rap. So
Or play sports.
Or play sport.
right. No, that's not it. Especially if you ain't gonna stand out. So ain't even no need, you know what I'm saying, to even take that lane.
Right.
Nor should people just, want to rap or do something with the gimmick because
Right.
you get the attention, and
Right.
that shit lame. That's gonna burn out too.
Quick.
So what man you gonna be after that? You know what I'm saying? That exposure. You gotta think about all this shit.
So you said have a plan B. What if their main plan is their plan? I know you said you have to have a plan B, but a lot of people think that their plan is their plan, and if you have a plan B, that means that you think that your first plan ain't gonna work. How you feel about that?
I feel like honestly, it's good to think that way, but you don't want to be in a situation where life starts smacking you around because you ain't got no plan B.
Right.
Because everything don't go as you plan. It's gonna be some obstacle that probably set you back. Or like Cuz said, you know what I'm saying, the football broke his leg. Shit. And in that moment, a lot of people, they just shattered. They lost. Everything is lost.
That fucked me up mentally. Physically, I was ready. Mentally, I was through.
And then you got to spend time to recover from
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
That's time wasted. If you had that plan B, if this don't work out, you know what I'm saying, it would have been a quicker motion and bounce back to, become a stronger man within the time frame it took to recover. I feel like so. Gotta have that plan. You gotta have a plan, because especially how the world works today, everything is so fast. A lot of people do multiple different things.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Sticking to one thing, yeah, that's good. That's good to just focus on that thing. But you got to be able to do something else. You have to in this time, because you ass out. And the way it's looking, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no strong family around you, ain't nobody gonna help you out. It's everybody, you know what I'm saying? The family household, it ain't as strong as it used to be, the foundation. So everything just broken up. So it's gonna be like, shit, you on your own, you feel me? What you gonna do? Call of Duty, smoking blunts, internet, YouTube, scrolling, TikTok, drinking. That ain't it. That ain't gonna bring you back. It ain't gonna strengthen you in no way. It's gonna help you cope with your shit, and it's gonna drown you for sitting in your shit for so long, I feel like. So I say how that plan B.
Plan B's. I heard people say, yo, you got a plan B. You willing. You made a plan B, so you thinking that plan A gonna fail. And with that, that's a person, they one track mind for sure. Because if you think about it, man, if you really think about all the successful people, now I don't want to say celebrities, successful people, business people, like those people, they had multiple things. Like they grew because they had multiple things. Don't get me wrong. They put all their effort into one thing, but after they put that effort in that one thing wasn't enough to grow. So they had to grow, meaning grow your business, your mental, your self-being, your respect, your knowledge. You grew and you went outside your bubble to be better. And a lot of people don't know how to evolve, and that's what you need to do, evolve. And definitely be flexible, transparent, integrity, what you said earlier. Have that integrity in yourself for sure. Because if you don't, you won't be successful just sticking to one thing. You can't name a super successful person. I don't know what success to you is. I mean, it's not money. Trust and believe, to me, it's not money. Success is being true to yourself. Success to me is to be humble. Success to me to respect others. Success is not just a dollar sign. It's not what you accomplished yourself, like what you can do for other people. I feel like success, that's my success and definition. Other people's success and definition can be totally different. And I'm pretty sure it is. Because a lot of people don't think like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm successful right now. In life, I feel like I'm successful. Don't get me wrong, I'm broke as shit, but I feel like I'm successful as fuck. Because I can wake up in the morning and take a piss, take a shower, eat whatever I want to eat, come downstairs and talk to my family members, my loved ones. I can do that. A lot of people can't do that, and I feel like that's my success. I don't need 6, 7, 8 fucking digits in my bank accounts to be
It
successful.
will be nice though.
Definitely will be nice, but it's
Hey,
not.
hey, and focus on that word will, because it's happening.
It's
That's all I
right,
gotta
for
say.
sure, for sure.
But yeah, that's very well said, brother.
For the man's part, for sure. Now you feel like you're gonna talk about it, or you feel like we?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
But
talk to me.
first, y'all comment what y'all think success means to y'all in your own way.
All right, I want to you, J Dan. I gotta start saying that. But
Damn.
you feel me? To you, I feel like what do you think a man is? Like mentally, what he go through,
Yeah.
what he prioritize, what he don't, what he care about, what do you feel like a man is to you? Since we already talked about a boy, a young man, and a man, what do you
So
think he do?
what a man go through on a daily basis is something that a lot of people don't understand, like at all. Bro, we have mental battles like crazy, and a lot of people don't talk about that. It goes over people's heads, but as a society, or the men are made to be the strong ones, so we can't really talk about it or have somebody to talk about it too, because we'll seem soft pretty much. And that's something I feel like we should get out of our heads, but that's another story. On the daily, for real, I feel like a man should be somebody, like Don said, somebody who provides for sure. If you can't provide, I don't think that you can really be labeled as a man. You're still in your little young man stage, and so let's just ask. That's all I gotta say. But if you're not working towards something, either for your, like you said, whether it's to provide for yourself or a family that you have, then you can't label yourself a man.
Man, you know, as a man, you make mistakes. You gotta own up to it. You gotta deal with it. You gotta face your shit. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got struggles. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you don't, that ain't being no man.
Right.
Because you ain't even dealing with your shit.
Right. Yeah.
And your shit just gonna be there till you deal with it. Nigga, wipe your ass.
Right. For real.
For real,
For real.
That's facts.
For real. Definitely.
So do y'all think? All right, this one right here gonna fuck it up. So do you think a man can be a boy, and a boy can be a man?
Yeah. I think that if the boy has gone through something traumatic to where he has to grow up faster than the average, then yes, he can become that. And I believe that a man right now, like I just said, in general, like he can be a little boy, he can be a young man because he's not doing exactly what he needs to do for himself or for his family that he provided. And it's a lot of y'all out here like that. I'm gonna just be honest. I know a couple of y'all. I ain't gonna name you, but I know a couple of y'all.
For sure. So responsibilities into those 3 categories: a boy, a young man, and a man. So responsibilities. So do you think boys should have responsibilities? Do you think young men should have responsibilities? Do you think men should have responsibilities? Do that make them that category? Do it make them fall into that category? I'm only categorizing it because I wanted to y'all to understand the age groups. Because there's some motherfuckers that's 20 and above that act like
Little
9
boys.
and under.
Facts.
And there's motherfuckers that's 13 and 19 that act better than the motherfuckers that's 20 and above. Or some of them still in the motherfucking 9 and under club. And I only categorize that because it's a lot of people out here with young men in their household. And this is funny that we say this. This is all 3 of us is single mother households.
Mm-hmm.
We's all raised by single mothers. And we talking about men mental. And now that right there alone fucks up the society because they think women don't think can raise these great young men that's sitting in front of y'all right now.
Facts.
So we telling y'all what man's supposed to be or how we see or view men that we see. And we didn't even have a role model in-house. Our role model was outside of the house. Role models are coaches.
Or on the TV.
On the TV.
Yeah, facts.
It can be coaches, people on the streets like drug dealers or fucking mailman. Cause I talked to a lot of mailmen when I was younger, dog. They used to put like extracurricular activity people, like the churches. They used to come to the neighborhood and talk to us and talk to us about that. And teaching us man shit, they didn't really teach about religion. They ain't really drown us with that. They used to talk about being a man because they knew we was in a single mother household. So they used to teach us that way. And we grew by being around each other and seeing what each other do and learn from each other alone.
Yep.
So this is these coming from single mother households that's teaching y'all, or not even teaching y'all, just giving y'all the information that we have been through, going through, and shit. We gonna keep going through
Right.
for sure. We
Right.
learn from
Every day you gotta man up.
for sure. They definitely taught us accountability.
Accountability.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Nah, but no, but I had it a little different though, cause I had my granddad, and he kind of showed me. He paved the way for me to show me how to be a man. Like he said, even if you don't have like the wife and the kids and stuff like that, you need to learn how to do these key things. So he taught me how to cook. He taught me how to clean. He taught me that he used to bring me to his job all the time, right? That's why I'm such a hard worker. Keep that in mind, by the way. But he used to bring me to his job all the time. He used to show me. He used to pay me from his paychecks, and he would be like, "This is how you save money. You want to get something? You save your money, you get it, but make sure you have enough for whatever else you want too, right?" So yeah, but I definitely had what's the street reach or something like that?
Yeah.
I had those people come out from the churches. I've had my basketball coaches. Yeah, so just outside. I had my granddad, but I also had that outside source as well.
So with those things, right? They're not to cut you off, but with those things, do you learn that? Did you learn that as a boy? Was he getting you? Did your granddad get you as a boy, or did he get you as a young man?
He got me as a boy.
He got you as a boy, so you started early. So you started at a young man at a boy age.
Because I grew up in a single mother household,
right?
And he didn't want me to be a man out here.
It's cold. Hey, let me start the fire over, yo.
All right, we back.
Yeah, sure in the mission. I got hot cocoa.
I had to redo the fire.
I got hot cocoa.
I ain't official backyard again. I'm a desert nigga. It's cold out here. Not gonna hold you up.
And guess what? I'm gonna drink my hot cocoa.
That shit smell good.
And I'm gonna love it.
He got marshmallows in it.
I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna love this hot cocoa, and y'all gonna watch me drink it.
Talk your shit.
And eat my marshmallows again, bitches. Anyways.
Oh shit.
Love y'all though. Okay, anyways. So yeah, so I was saying your question. Your question was, did I learn it at a boy, a young man, or an adult? I learned it at a young man. I learned it at a boy. He taught me about saving. Like I said, he would take me to work with him, and he would give me money out of his paycheck and teach me how to save, teach me how to budget, teach me how to cook, all that stuff. I already explained that. But yeah, so I learned it at a boy age.
To add to that, add on that, I feel like those things is like key values of being a man, of being an adult, and pretty much that kind of all fall up under being a leadership, because you got to know how to lead the pack. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to be able to deal with things. You know, embrace things, be prepared, and that comes with understanding things, being able to earn for yourself, and because you got to earn and provide. Just real leadership, key values helps a person becomes a man, because what I'm saying, a leader is the one everybody looks to for the blame, looks to for the guidance, that looks to when shit get hectic. It's that person. And in the household, if things start falling apart, the woman turns to the man, the kids turn to the man. For the protection, it's the man. All of that is the leader, right? Yeah. I feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, all that's facts. I don't really got nothing to say too much, man. Shit, me as a man, for me, shit, I do it. I live it. I take in the stress that other people don't take in. I think about the shit other people don't think about. I consume myself and try to better the people around me more so. I care about their mental, the people that's not, because that's what I feel like a man is. I feel like I take the burden. I take the heavy weight. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe you think, you feel? But
probably a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, that's kind of what the woman plays her part in, to help with that burden. You know what I'm saying? To help you be at ease to a point where you can deal with these issues and you know what I'm saying, conquer what you gotta conquer, whatever you dealing with, to be able to move forward.
The scenario y'all giving is like a perfect scenario. I'm talking about like an individual guy,
Okay,
like no relationship man. I feel like an individual man.
does that work?
I feel like that's like you doing it on your own, like an independent man. You doing it on your own before the family, before the girlfriend or the wife, or before that. I feel like on your own,
Being a leader.
being the leader for yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
no dependency. I feel like it's all about independency. No dependency as a man. But if you do want to talk about relationship, then we can get on that on the back end of this. But right now, I'm talking about an independent. We talking about just a man in general.
So if you're independent, whose burdens are you carrying?
You can carry a lot. You can carry a lot. Because, say, for instance, okay,
Yeah, you can carry the burden of the family.
yeah, you can,
A little bro.
little bro, yep, a mom,
Yeah.
a dad, a cousin, an uncle. You can carry for sure, the family or a close friend. But because that's what you want to be. You want to be that man to provide and protect. That's just it's in your nature. It don't have to be a relationship or your own family, meaning your kids or your wife or your girlfriend or in that nature. But that's what a man is. They feel like they carry a lot. And then like you said earlier, that men, our feelings is not, I don't want to say valid. I hate using that shit, bro. But our feelings really not valid. So we say some shit to somebody.
It's not validated.
Yeah,
Like it's our feelings to ourselves. We're valid, but to other people, it's not validated.
It's not really accepted
yeah, for sure.
as a thing. Like,
Yeah.
stop being a bitch. What you
Yeah.
crying about?
Pretty much.
That's what we
Pretty
do.
much.
Stop all that
And
crying. You a boy.
that's what they putting out there. But shit, we humans, and it's a human. You got the same brain, the other person, not the same brain, but you got a brain, and you deal with your feelings internally. And you have to face it. It don't matter. I mean, everybody cries. Everybody is sad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has they breakdowns and things they got to overcome. You have to be a man to be able to overcome that. You have to be a leader. You have to be secure with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And strong to overcome anything you deal with. And, you know what I'm saying? Any problem, any issue, you can never ignore it and just think it's going to go away. So, however you feeling, deal with that shit. If it's something you got to overcome it, deal with it. You have to face your feelings. If some shit making you sad, you have to, I don't know, research it. You know what I'm saying? Look within yourself, meditate, work out, however you deal with your frustrations, or however you know what I'm saying, you can find that peace within yourself. Or if it's like go to guidance, you know, follow people that you feel is strong in this area.
Yeah.
Go to it. Go to it. Take something from that. Add it to yourself. Nothing wrong with that, because that's how we, you know what I'm saying, grow as a species in general.
Oh yeah, for sure.
See something, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers weren't hooping like Michael Jordan until they saw Michael Jordan. Now it's getting crazier. That's just how it goes. You elevate. You take a little bit of this and add it to yourself. Take a little bit of that, add it to yourself. Because you building yourself for the people that's up under you. You know what I'm saying?
And what he just said is the next thing I was trying to talk. The next topic, next question was since we now we got an understanding of what a boy, a young man, and a man is. Now we are three men. We already passed those two stages. So we talking about men now. We talking about adulting. We talking about a man and what he's secure about, insecure about, all that type of stuff. So we need self-worth. That's what it is. Self-worth as a man. We're not going to talk about females here. We're going to try to keep the female topic separate for sure, because I'm going to call in a couple females and we try to get their self-worth and try to build off of that. But right now we're talking about men. Our self-worth, our securities, our insecurities, what we okay with, we're acceptable, what feelings is pondering in us that we don't really want to show and tell. Why do we talk to more of our fellas about that shit? We gonna talk about that right now. And Don definitely started it off. He not knowing, but he started it off for sure. And we gonna let him start it off again because he got a lot of knowledge about it. He got a lot to say. It's not a Birdman call. You feel me? he got a lot to say about that because us men, we don't do this right here. We don't talk we don't talk about this shit. We don't talk about.
Hey, dog, I'm good.
When we say we good, shit ain't good, bro. We going through it, bro. And it's in our own battles. And we don't want to share those things to people because we feel like we going to get called judge, a pussy, scared, you punk, suck it up. We get those words and we like, damn, like we got real issues.
Yep.
and like everybody else for sure.
I feel like even that thought in itself is a facade because it's not really real. Because if I ever came to you with some shit that's really bothering me, and it happened before, you never been like, nigga, man the fuck up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
You hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that genuine connection to a person that you feel like you need to talk to because maybe that person got some info for you that be like, man, you know what? You right, cuz. You right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
And then you could build yourself up off of that and do what you gotta do. So, whoa.
The fire always, hey, the fire is gonna always be real
Man,
here, bro.
what?
It's
You gotta
cold
put it
outside.
out.
We got it.
But you know what I'm saying? Let one of y'all take over. I'm gonna sip my tea.
Go ahead. So, you know what? Go, Jay. Jay, we gonna get Jay more. We gonna get Jay more involved for sure. Cause Jay definitely he a quiet guy for sure. And I mean, these two people they come to me and confide in me, and I come to them and confide in them. And with my problems and they got issues, we talk to each other. That's why we really. I got the hiccup, the burp. I'm all over the
It's
fucking
fucked
place
up right now.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, man. Like Don said, you gotta have that person or people that you can really go to and talk to about stuff. If you don't have that one person or people that you can talk to, it can drive you crazy.
Well, I feel like I ain't gonna say I'm not speaking for nobody, bro. This all me. This all me.
Man.
You feel me? All me. Like Don said earlier, bro. You take accountability for your own shit. And so for me, I feel like if I don't get that shit off my chest or the burdens that I have or letting people know I'm stressing or I'm going through something, dog. I felt I did it before and I went into depression. I ain't know what depression was when I was doing that shit.
Yeah.
And when I was doing that, I was just eating at myself, high blood pressure. You start your life start depreciating when you start bottling shit up, man. And you don't know it because you like, that shit just I'm sick or some shit like that. But to have self-worth, that's what the topic was in hand, was self-worth and what you accept as a man, what you don't accept, your mental being and all that. I feel like I accept a lot of shit. And I don't know why. I put a lot of shit on my shoulders. And I try to be that man that we was describing earlier, the man of taking responsibility for my actions and other actions too. And that shit heavy. That shit is heavy. And I'm done.
Why do you think you do that though?
Because I feel like I didn't have that. I don't feel like I had that. I've been a man since 9. Since my brother was born. So I've been a man helping my dudes take care of him. I was paying bills and shit. I was going to gas light companies and shit, paying the bills. My mama was breaking that all down to me though. So she broke all about responsibilities down early to me.
Yeah.
She told me, like, look, she taught me how to cook, clean, make sure my brother was good. Everywhere I went, my brother went.
Yep.
From the age of 9, 10, all the way to damn near 20, my brother was on my side. So I made sure I knew how to make decisions. I knew how to make decisions based on the people that my brother was with me. Like I didn't want to do no dumb shit because my brother was with me and he get caught up with it.
Right.
So I had already had that in me of making them decisions for others and had that leadership role because I was taking that early on. So I ain't even had that boyhood. I didn't have that childhood of making mistakes and getting taught that like I couldn't afford to make mistakes as a boy. At a young man, I was already doing grown man shit. I was doing shit that niggas at 25 and 30, 35 just now learning. And I was doing that shit at 13, 14, early on, nigga, before high school and shit. So I took on that early. That's why, segue, we changing this shit. We changing to Mama's Boy. Do you think you a mama's boy?
I know I'm not, so I don't know what y'all want me to touch up on, but I am not that.
You was not a mama's boy.
No,
What?
So
no reason.
So do you feel like a mama's boy or not a mama's boy? Do you feel like that impact you on how you treat females?
Yeah, definitely. Interaction with your mama in general, I feel like could teach you, or start programming the ways you interact with a female that you're dealing with. So if that's a bad relationship, shit, probably gonna be a piece of shit to the females till you make that change. If it's a good relationship, You probably gonna be the lovey type, you know what I'm saying? Be all about that person, want to make sure they straight. I've always felt like, you know what I'm saying, it being in a household, what you see your mama go through or what you see your mama deal with, eventually that should come out in your relationship as you deal with people. Cause it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching TV. You just keep watching the same shit. Eventually, you just gonna be doing that.
Mhm. So what you think? You think you a mama's boy? For sure.
Yeah, but I don't. Not in a negative way. I'm not saying that like
Because a lot of people take mama's boy as being negative. For
Right.
sure.
exactly. That's what I mean, and I mean that I'm a mama's boy. Like I'm always gonna love my mama. I'm always gonna be there for my mama. You know, we have fights and shit like that, but it's not like she's the one that raised me and kept me up. So of course I'm gonna have that love for my mama, and I can't be necessarily a daddy's boy if that part of my life wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So by default, I am. Yes, I'm a mama's boy, and but the way society sets it off is like, oh, he's a mama's boy. He doesn't know how to do this. He doesn't know how to do that. Um, he puts his mama over me. Blah 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 blah. Like just stuff like that in general. But yeah, definitely.
So do you okay?
Definitely.
So with that being said, and I'm gonna go flip this. I'm gonna answer those questions as well. But with that being said, so you say you're not a mama's boy. So do you feel like are you emotional, or you more like do you express your emotions easily, or do you not express your emotions at all?
Uh,
That's just
my shit. Me personally,
right.
that growing up and how me and my mama maintained our relationship, it caused me a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have issues expressing myself. Sometimes I have issues over expressing myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Overreaching for that love or that connection and shit like that. I feel like overall, you know what I'm saying, what I went through or what I missed out on, I want to create that. So that, you know what I'm saying? And that could be an issue because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not built that way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want to just be in and out. Motherfuckers want to get you for something, you know what I'm saying? And if you too over caring, motherfuckers take advantage of that. And that could be, you know what I'm saying, an issue that you could be blind to for a while till you really in a hurt situation. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the each his own. Like you said, he a mama's boy, but not the negative side. And then you got the mama's boy that is a negative side. And that's just how your relationship is with your mama and what type of person your mama is. Is she gonna give you the values to become the man that you need to be, the independent person that you need to be? Or is she just gonna just do everything for you to the point where you just like, oh yeah, I got a mama first. And nothing wrong with that until it comes to a point where you're your own man and you know what I'm saying, starting a family or in a relationship that's really deep like that.
Yeah.
You got to separate some things, you know what I'm saying? Your mama gave you life. You can't ever really, you know what I'm saying, repay that back except for what you do with your life towards her. But
Good shit.
you your own man, so you still have to live your own life because, you know what I'm saying, it trickled down, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. You the kid, you grew up, you adult, you got to do your thing to create your family and pass down whatever values and principles you believe in. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't be raising kids and attached to your mama living as a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Big facts.
Real.
For sure. Since you say you a mama's boy, I feel like I'm a mama's boy
Yeah, for sure.
through and through, for sure.
Yeah.
And I've been called that, and it really hurt me to be called a mama's boy, but I took it personal. But it was true. I took it personal, and it was a handful of females that called me a mama's boy, but I'm not. And the reason they called me a mama's boy,
Because she's a mama's boy.
for sure, for sure, for sure. But they was calling it to me as an insult. Like,
Yeah,
they tried to
yeah.
insult
Right.
me to do
Tried
it.
to like belittle you.
Yeah, for sure. Like but I was treating them with the utmost respect because I respect women a little higher than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Because I was raised with majority women, for sure.
I just talked about this shit today.
I
Swear to God.
ain't no lie. I probably feel like all of us. And that probably, you know what I'm saying, mostly come along with being in those households, single mother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got your uncles and cousins and whoever outside, but you know what I'm saying? for the most part, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to shut the house down or whatever, people go into their own little corners, you know what I'm saying, or their own house, and you know what I'm saying, that's just that.
Yep.
It's the person that you wake up with, you know what I'm saying, that's around, the person that's around when you go to sleep,
Yep.
day in, day out, you know what I'm saying, the one that's taking you to school, make sure you get to school and all of that. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's the person you gravitate to the most overall, you know what I'm saying, unless you just in a situation where you don't have your mom, or like you really, maybe you in a situation where you back and forth between your dad and your mom, and they beefed out, so you know what I'm saying, that's causing friction, and you see your mom a certain way because of what's put in your head or whatever. But for the most part, whoever you around them the most, that's who you start to be like, no matter what. And you can't really change that. That's why they tell people to surround themselves with good people, or people that's successful that you want to be like, because eventually you start to pick up their ways. So
A bird that flies together, for sure.
Come on, man.
For sure.
It's a lot of bird references today, bro.
So and so back to this one. So since, like I said earlier, us three was raised by single mothers. And I asked this question because we was raised by single mothers. Of course we gravitate to our mothers. Now, the question is, with the dad being absent, we got three different options. We got three different things here of dads being absent. And do you feel like that you missed something? And this, I did this last podcast of not knowing, like not caring, but the space you in. I had to reiterate this because a lot of people was giving me feedback on that particular topic itself. Of
address it.
Yeah, for sure. They was letting me know that I was wrong or I was right, and I want to know because that's my opinion. I feel like that's my opinion. I don't feel like I was missing up something that it never was there. I can't feel like I lost something that I never had.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk to y'all about that, because do you feel like you miss something without a father and a father figure, your father, your biological father, no other person,
Yeah.
like you said, your grandfather, and I said the people in the streets or the people from church and my coaches and all those people coming in life. Do you feel like you miss something by not having a father in your life? And if you do, what you think you miss?
All right. Well, I'm gonna say nah, because like you said, like if it wasn't there to begin with, what are you really missing? But I'm gonna say that another reason why I say no is because growing up, I didn't know about the only father figure I had was my mom.
Right.
She was the mom and the dad. So her teaching me about the men's stuff, the men's side of things, and then her teaching me and growing up again, like you said, you grew up around like mostly females, right? So did I. I did the same. But learning the heart of a female, but having the mind of like the father, like thinking like a man type shit. She had both of that. So it's like having a father or missing out that father figure wouldn't have made a difference in my life.
Right.
Because like you said, like all the outside influences and stuff like that helped as well. But even as a single like mother household, like it wasn't. I don't think anything was missing per se. Like I never felt like, oh, there's something missing, right?
So you didn't. So as a boy, this now we going back to the back topic at the beginning. As a boy,
Yeah.
Did you really feel like, yo? Because I know me and you have like similar lifelines of our little brothers.
Yeah.
You too. Shit. Your little brothers too. Right, because we the oldest.
Right.
We the oldest child we are three of the oldest child out of our family.
Yep.
So as a boy, do you feel like I'm a boy, I was missing that as a boy? Like you was missing, did you miss it as a boy? Not a young man, not an adult, as a boy. Like you felt, damn man, I was missing my pops at this age because
one, I didn't know about him, and
So,
then
yeah,
and then
I said it don't apply.
No. Nah, you don't know. So I didn't know about it. I'm living my life as a kid, as a young boy, learning what I need to learn, learning what I'm being taught. But nah, I didn't. Me myself, I didn't feel like nothing was missing.
you either.
Well, my situation different. So, you know what I'm saying? I have to be honest with it. Yeah, I definitely feel like I missed a lot. I felt like I was robbed. My dad was murdered when I was young, and I wasn't even raised by my mom until I became a teenager. So I had my auntie and my grandma, You know what I'm saying? So a whole different situation from what y'all had, but you know what I'm saying? Shit. I was raised in the trap too. Before a trap was a trap.
Facts.
I had all my cousins and uncles around or whatever, but I still had a bunch of aunties and you know what I'm saying? And all that, whatever that come with, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? It was the moments where I was like, man, if I had that person, maybe this would be different. You know what I'm saying? But I also get like when you say you don't know, so you can't really miss it.
Right.
I had that aspect for a while, even about my mom when I was a kid. Like it really didn't bother me to a point. But you know, sometimes you have the moments because you know you sit there and you think about things. Like maybe a situation ain't the one you like, so you think about what if.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You a kid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You have that moment, but you keep pushing. But overall, that definitely affect my outcome because it affects how I look at single mothers and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I probably, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no probably. I definitely like sometimes want to step in and provide what I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Teach them what I wasn't taught or even the things, you know what I'm saying? Because my cousins and uncles, you know what I'm saying? When it came to certain things, they warned me. And probably y'all had the same warnings too. But you a kid, you don't listen. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you know everything, and they ain't talking about nothing
Right.
until you grow up, and then you passing it down. Don't do this, don't do that. But they gonna do the same thing because they don't know better either. It gotta be a cycle. That shit gotta be broken up. People gotta understand that before things got, you know what I'm saying, how they was in the 80s and the 90s and so forth, they passed down stories to pre-warn the ones coming up about what not to do. And they listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in them days you had to, like, you could lose your life if you go over this side of town. Don't go over there.
Facts.
And they listen, not to go over there. Ain't no, and he don't know what he talking about. I'm gonna go check it out. Like, no, you respected your elders, you know what I'm saying? So they told you something, took that to value. But that shit, listen, you know what I'm saying? This is like, she don't understand me. I'm my own person, or they don't understand me. I'm just gonna do it anyways. And then your dumb ass caught up in a situation, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Call and collect and all that shit, or you fucked up, or you hooked on some drug or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that comes from bumping your head, thinking you know it all. And sometimes those situations they can make you a better person or they could fuck you up.
For real. That fuck
So-
around and find out. For
Facts.
sure.
Man, for real, for real.
Facts. So me, my fault. You
No, yeah, go ahead.
So me, see, I told you we got all three different stories. Me, my father was and wasn't there, so I gave him. I'm gonna give you three.
We're good. 17 minutes. God damn.
For real?
I swear to God.
We bumping, nigga. So I'm gonna give you three. It's the last one anyway. So I'm gonna give you three examples of me and my father, or pops, or dad, or sperm donor, whatever you want to call it.
That nigga.
Right? That nigga. You feel me? My mama raised me to not. She never talked bad about my father. She never belittled him. She never talked wrong to him. She allowed me to go see him, let me go spend time with him, and she allowed me to build my own case. Basically, she let me build and let me judge him as him. He passed.
Can I interrupt you though,
Yeah,
real
sure.
quick? Which don't happen too often in the household, and that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because you do got those single dads that's dealing with whatever they dealing with, or maybe their relationship didn't work out, and they actually want to be there for their kid, or they want to provide for their kid the best they can, and that situation get tarnished by the woman speaking bad on a person because he's not doing what she wants. And if it don't work out, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go your separate ways. But people can't be that mature enough to respect that and say, hey, it ain't work, we ain't work, whatever, but we still got to provide for this child that we made in this world. So this is what you need to do, and this is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? The co-parent thing, they got to figure that out.
And then,
Back to eat.
that's facts. And some of you women that's watching this, don't do that stupid ass shit, bro. That shit really bad out here for these fellas, dog. Cause there's some good ass men out here who be fighting and scratching, and you on bullshit. No cap.
Hey, I was stepdaddy of the year. About 2 years, I won my award. You feel me?
Me too.
I'm stepdaddy. I'm stepdaddy now.
To this day, shit, them kids fuck with me. They love me. Them kids definitely fuck with me because we definitely stepped that. We ain't got no kids. None of us got kids. Single, eligible. Hey man, if you got kids, well
They sing.
he not single.
Yeah.
Faithfully in the
He-
relationship.
he not single. He the new stepdad.
I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that down the road or whatever.
But But
I got your Instagram in the description.
He got me. You see that? You know, click that. But no, for real though.
But on a serious note, my mama definitely looked out for that on that behalf. So I'm gonna give you three things that happened to me. So this is from the boy. I was a boy. I got in trouble. My mama called him. He came over. He disciplined me. He blew my shit out. He blew my shit out. And then he explained to me, which he tried to be there. He explained to me and tried to discipline me. And then that was cool and all. I was a boy. I was like, all right. I respected him like elders. Like these kids don't understand. I respect him. As a young man now, I'm 13. He broke his ankle. Now I'm in Detroit. I don't know how y'all want to say this, but I lived on 5 Mile, Finkel, and he lived on 8 Mile. And I used to ride my bike when I was 13 now. These kids, 13-year-old, now they don't know how to get outside.
What's a bike?
I used to ride my bike from Finkel to 8 Mile every day in the summer, bro. Like I used to ride it, go hang out with him, take care of him, change shit, because he was in a wheelchair. He broke both of his legs. So I used to take care of him. But that was for like 2 years. And he used to be like, while he was injured, it went over my head. I didn't care. I just was happy to spend the time with him. And so he was like, when I get my lawsuit, because the ladder broke and it was a bad situation, but we ain't gonna go into the details. But he said, when I get my lawsuit money, I got you. I'm a kid, so I don't give a fuck about the money. I care about more time spent. He got better and he disappeared. Nigga wasn't nowhere to be found. So I'm like, damn, okay, cool. That fucked with me for a couple years, nigga. I'm 13, 14, 15. I moved to Georgia. I moved to Tennessee when I was 15, 16 for a year. And I came to Georgia and at 16, 17, 18, and I graduated from Georgia. On my senior year, I was working at Target. I had my own bread, all that. He found a way to contact. He contacted me. I had senior dues. If everybody know, you know, senior dues. I paid all that shit off because I had a job already. But he was like, yo, I hear you about to graduate. Yo, can I help you out in any way? I'm like, shit, I'm straight for real. He said, you sure? I can help you do anything. I'm like, all right, since you want to help, you can pay the senior dues. But nope, the shit already paid. I'm about to graduate next month, and bro never came through. He ain't come through at all. He just ghosted. My mama got pissed. For the first time in my life, I seen my mama call him and go the fuck off. Like she never talked bad. She never did none of that tours to do. She went off on bro, went crazy. It was I understood. Now that's my young man stage. I'm a grown man now. I'm driving trucks. I'm 22. I got responsibilities. I'm taking care of shit. I'm paying bills. He contacted me again. He found me, contact me again.
Go.
All right.
Responsibilities,
Yeah, facts.
taking care of bills.
I'm 22, and I just graduated from fucking truck driving school. I'm on the road, responsibilities, all this extra stuff. He contacted me again. He tried to chop it up. It was like a year. We was talking for a year, chopping it up. I went to Detroit, seen him and shit. We chopped it up, got back on the road, did all that shit. And he tried to son me. Like, he tried to, like, be a father figure.
Yep.
I'm like, no, that ain't gonna work.
Grown ass
I'm
man.
grown now. Like,
Yep.
you can't son me, bro. Like, this, we here for the relationship. We not here for I don't need the education now. I'm good. You let me down 3 times already in my life. Like, you already did that already. So I'm here just to have that relationship with you. And that was the last time. Like, I cussed him out. I told him, I don't need all that extra shit. I'm good. I got this done. I'm doing great. I don't need all that them pointers, bro. I'm good on that because you don't got your shit together. Because know that I was talking to him for a year and he was trying to get his shit together, but he was trying to tell me how to get my shit together, which I already did. And we chopped it up on that shit. And he just recently passed earlier this year, and I didn't know how to feel. A lot of people was like, "Yo, how you feel? Like, what's going on through your head?" I didn't know how to feel about that shit. Like, that shit. I was like, it is what it is, but in a sense of like, damn, I ain't had that one more time type shit. Like, and it fucked with me, but then at the end of the day, I was like, well, I don't miss it. Like, you feel me? It was gone. I said what I said. He said what he said. We understood each other, and we got mature, and we walked away from each other. And simple as that. So I'm saying that to say, the mama's boy and not having something that you never had. It was three different examples of men out here, and it's a lot of men out here who dealing with this type of shit. And we need to talk about it more because females, they look at us like, yo, you ain't shit because you really don't know. Like, we don't talk about this shit. We don't tell you what's the backstory about this shit. You get us right here raw and uncut, and then later on you try to figure out what's wrong because we might be dealing with shit, and that shit right there is deep. So that is the end of my shit. This podcast was long as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Not really. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just go ahead and say my part real quick. Cause I like how E, you know what I'm saying, he breaks shit down, you know what I'm saying? You get the kid E, you know what I'm saying, he about 6 to 9. You get the teenager E, he about 13 to 16 doing shit.
Mhm.
Then you get the young man, he 20, he breaking this shit down. I'm just telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, bits and pieces, we going in. But I like how, you know what I'm saying, spoke on that.
Good shit.
And yeah, man, it's hard out here being a man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see people, and you know what I'm saying, the age don't make you no man. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
Hell no.
And it's never too late to be a man. You just wake up and start dealing with your shit. It ain't easy. I tell you that. It's definitely not easy. But one day at a time, I feel like you definitely gonna make that progress. You know what I'm saying? If you increase yourself to be better 1% every day, after 100 days, you gonna be a totally different person than who you was
I like that.
100 days ago.
I like
Talk
that.
your shit.
You know what I'm saying? You might be that role model. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually how that go. But sadly, people got to go to prison first or get
Just
shot
like that.
first. Then they want to chill and talk to people and shit like that, or go back and mend they broken relationships with their kids. But like E went through, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you missed your points. You missed your the cues to do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that when it's too late. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect what you missed out on and try to build a new relationship. You can't talk to a man as a boy and you wasn't the man that he needed when he needed that. It don't work that way. You feel me?
Good shit.
But you know what I'm saying? We went through shit. We still every day becoming stronger, man. We right here talking about it because ain't nobody else really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He went through what he went through to mature to become who he is. I went through what I went through, and this man right here went through what he went through. You know what I'm saying? All different avenues. But now we collaborating and trying to put this out here, man, so y'all can watch this. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a man and you raising boys, if you provide them with those values, they going to become the man that you missed out on or you didn't have or they didn't have or whatever. That's how you make it. A woman can raise a boy to be a man. It just start with installing the right type of values, I feel like.
And if you don't have either of those, that mom or that dad figure or anybody that you can really go to, man, you got to surround yourself with around good people that you can talk to and that you can trust. And that, like, literally, like, if I got something going on, I'm going to eat. No cap, I'm going to my other homies.
And vice versa, for sure.
It's just like that. And
Vice versa.
and when I explain stuff to them and I talk about it, even if it's like a couple days later to let me cool off, bro. When I talk to them, it's like a weight, or that weight's been lifted off of my shoulder.
Facts.
And I'm not holding on to nothing. I know that I'm not alone in the situation. So a lot of y'all men need to. I'm not telling y'all what y'all need to do, but I promise
Man,
you.
fuck that. Do that shit, bro. Hey, don't bottle that shit up because you become abusive.
Yep.
You become an alcoholic. You become a alcoholic, a druggie, a loner, and you beat yourself up and you don't want to hurt.
Sick.
You're sick.
Yep.
Facts. Suicidal thoughts. Like you gotta release that bad energy, bro.
Yep.
Even though you don't want to do it, you feel like, hey, I don't want to release this bad energy because everybody else got bullshit. Yeah, everybody else got shit too. So share that shit with the other person and they gonna share their shit with y'all and y'all just wipe that shit up. It's good, bro. You talk that shit up, chop it up.
Yeah.
If y'all got shit, y'all DM me. Half of the people that watch this damn near know me. Y'all DM me. Shit, half of the people that watch me probably come to me. So y'all come DM me. I come to y'all. Don't bottle shit up, bro. Don't ever sit on bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
If you sit on bullshit, it's nothing but negativity, bro. You won't see nothing but a dark cloud over your head all the time, and you don't need that shit, bro.
And even if you knew, our Instagrams are in the description. If you need to talk about something, need to let something off your chest. I've done YouTube before. I've had people come to me and tell me that my video saved their life. They thought that life wasn't good enough to be living. I just do funny videos for fun when I used to for fun most of the time. But when that one message hit me, they sent me they commented under my video. They're like, "Hey man, I was thinking really really negative thoughts, but your video made me laugh today, and it realized that I have more life to live." And I was like, "Bro, that's crazy, deep, bro. No, real shit."
And that's what's up though too, because you know what I'm saying. Like you say, if you ain't got nobody to reach out to, or you know what I'm saying, it's always somebody out there. You know what I'm saying. You can look through books, search the internet,
Therapy for sure.
get some therapy. But it's plenty of stories out there, people who overcame situations probably 10 times worse than yours. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely.
Read that, dig into that, see how they overcame that. It might give you that strength you need to overcome what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Because people bounce back from a lot of shit, a lot of fucked up shit, and people deal with shit that's fucked up, but they get through it. It's a lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying? Got their stories out there, but it's always good to talk to somebody for real. Because if you over there beating yourself up, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
It's a fact. And realize that y'all are not alone out here.
At all.
Facts.
Y'all not alone.
At all. We all got issues. We all got problems. As I said last podcast, bro, everybody got to struggle, bro. And is it financial, emotional, or physical? We all got to struggle, no matter what it is, bro. And if you can't deal with that by yourself, always go seek help. No cap.
Yep.
Right
Help,
now.
for sure. Help is right next to you. If you don't think it's right next to you, you need to leave that right next to you. Oh, God.
That is a fact.
I need some help right now. I'm not a backyard again, and it's cold. You see me shivering?
And on that note,
I'm out of tea.
and on that note, man, make sure y'all go and click the shit. On that note, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the post notifications, follow us on all our shit. Everybody's Instagram and social medias will be in the description, and we will catch y'all on the next podcast.
Let's get it.